Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for Sid Meier's Civilization 6, featuring the Gathering Storm expansion, or at least a preview build of it, supplied to me by the lovely people over at Paradox. We have just finished the Canadian campaign, and a lot of people wanted to see a lot of different things for our next game, but tons of people really wanted to see the Maori. There is so many things about the Maori that possibly make them the most unique of all the Civ civilizations actually we've possibly ever seen in a Civ game. I mean, I suppose Venice way back when with its one city mechanic was pretty different, but I think the Maori even take the cake in so many different ways. We are going to be playing on Deity, we're going to be playing on standard size, standard speed, on an archipelago map because that felt the most thematic for the Maori here. I've also made sure all of our opponents are going to be people from the Gathering Storm expansion. Alright, so what's the deal with the Maori over here? Well, first, we've got Coupe's Voyage over here as our civilization ability. We start the game in an ocean tile. We do not start on land, so we cannot settle on turn 1. To compensate for that, when we do eventually settle, we gain a free builder and +1 population. As well, our palace, which is in our capital, our first building, is going to have +3 housing and +1 amenities. In addition to that, before we settle, before we actually land, we do generate 2 science and 2 culture per turn. That being said, we're still going to be in a pretty big hurry to get our first settlement set up. In addition to that, we've got this mana ability over here. We begin the game with sailing and shipbuilding technologies, which makes a lot of sense. We also start with the ability to enter ocean tiles right away, which is critical for us, but also really handy. Embark units have a bit more combat strength, so they're a little harder to bop, but most importantly, they have +2 movement. Our embark units move super fast. And then we get into this like environmentalist side of the Maori here. Unimproved woods and rainforest are +1 production and become +2 once the Conservation Civic is unlocked. We are really going to be encouraged to not remove woods, not remove rainforest. Typically, I tend to chop rainforests pretty aggressively because they're kind of meh, and I also chop woods that are on hills and replace them with mines. We are not going to be doing it here as the Maori. We're going to be leaving them in place, and that actually goes double with our Mara unique building over here, which we'll talk about in a moment. Fishing boats also provide +1 extra food, which is really great. They also culture bomb to adjacent tiles. I don't think it's going to be very common for us to be able to use that to steal tiles from someone else, but it will expand our borders faster, so it's fine. We cannot harvest resources, which is okay, because I don't normally harvest resources anyway, so it doesn't really bother me too much. And we can't earn great writers, which makes it seem like, oh, well, maybe we can't really go for as much of a cultural sort of tourism kind of victory. But in fact, the Mara sort of gives us another way to generate that kind of crazy stuff. So the Mara replaces if I'm recalling correctly, the amphitheater. So this is the building that you would build, I guess the first building that you build in a theater square. So it replaces that, and it works very, very bizarrely. I have the wiki page open here for it. It says, so this generates +2 culture and faith to all of this city's tiles with a passable feature. So what's a passable feature? So a feature is something like forest, rainforest, I guess geothermal vent. It's not a resource, so it's not going to be, you know, if you have truffles or stone or something like that. It's not what it cares about. It's a feature on a tile. So again, if we keep the rainforest, we keep the forest tiles on there, then the Mara will give those tiles +2 culture and faith, which is kind of amazing. It also, once you discover flight, generates tourism on all those tiles as well. It's got no maintenance cost. It has no great work slots, so we really don't care about generating great works. I mean, we can't generate writers, which is what you'd normally put in there. I guess if we get art, we could still put them in an art museum. If we get music, we can still put it in a broadcast center, I want to say. But yeah, we really don't care about works of art. Our unique land unit is the Toa, which replaces the swordsman and has a mechanic very similar to the Varu, I believe, where it reduces the combat strength of adjacent enemy units by 5. So it's got the Varu ability, but it replaces the swordsman. It doesn't have any strategic resource requirements, so we don't need to spend any iron on it. And it's really good against anti-cavalry units, although I mean, melee units normally have that. It may have a better boost to that. The Tau can also build the Pa. The Pa is basically like a fort. And if I bring that up, Units inside of it get +4 defense strength and automatically gain 2 turns of fortification. And Maori units in a paw heal, even if they just moved or attacked. So you can move into the pot and still get your normal turn of healing, or you can attack from there a bunch and keep tanking up. So kind of a nice little improvement. Whether or not we are going to take advantage of it, we will see. Maori Empire makes history. We get +2 era score right away because we discovered shipbuilding. We also discovered ice. The game's going to troll me. I just know it. After the Canadian run, it's going to be giving me all tundra and ice. It feels like we're near the South Pole over here. So we'll probably mostly want to explore north. We got some coast, some fish. Let me move my warrior perhaps this way first. Interesting. Yeah, that's really icy. We got a volcano. Wow, pronunciate much? God. Over here. I mean, there's lots of sea resources down here, which is very nice, but no. We're going to move this way. Hey! We discovered another continent! Alright, that's very exciting. Let's move here. There's no way for us to, land on a unit first turn, unfortunately, and steal that. It is really unfortunate that here we could be tempted to have settled there ourselves. There's a lot of desert tiles, which isn't ideal, but nice sea resources. Clearly, that's not going to be the case. Notice we are doing the 2 science and 2 culture per turn. So I guess we're not going to be settling on turn 2. I'll move here just to take a little bit of a peek. I could land my warrior here. And start scooting a boot on this island. Let me hold off here. Another city-state. Well, heck, we're going to maybe find our 3 city-states quite early on. And being on an archipelago, the city-states will probably last a lot longer. By the way, I hadn't realized the map options, there's more stuff here before. By default, the desert labels and mountain range labels are off. So I made sure to turn those on. Because that is quite sexy. We didn't have that last game. I'm still tempted. We could go and land and then see over here, but still, there's going to be a lot of tundra. No, I might send my warrior in a completely different direction here. This is going to be a very slow landing. Very slow settlement for us. We got Brussels. Hey, there we go. There's our 3rd city-state for political philosophy. Where the heck are we actually going to go and settle? This is possibly longer at sea than I'd wanted. Yeah, this is too small. There's some more coast over here. Or, nope, a 1-tile island, which I don't really think is what we're looking for. And this, I don't think this island here continues on. Oh, hold on. We got rainforest. We got various resources. Okay, we've got some possibilities. I mean, that's not the worst either, despite the tundra. But this might be us. We could decide to land on the truffles, which means we get to take advantage of the resources right away. Let me just take a little peek around here first. No, okay. Okay, Hattusa over there. If we did settle on the truffle, can we? 1, 2, 3. No, it's too close. And yet, for your first settler, for some reason, it doesn't activate the settler lens. Oh yeah, we'll have to be a bit aware of the flood levels. So we can't settle here, which means we don't get the river bonus, and we don't get the just free get the truffles. But it's not the end of the world. We do get bonus housing in our capital as the Maori here, so we worry a little less about settling on a river. I'm really tempted to just land here and get it going. 1, 2, 3. We would get the 2 fish, the crabs. There's a mountain here for maybe some adjacency stuff. Some rainforest, although we're going to eat one of those tiles. What is this over here? Marsh, which I believe is a feature, so we could get bonuses on that, although it's going to flood quite quickly. Let me just, as a whatever. No, I mean, we've got to settle. All right, we'll land here. This is not what I was hoping for. Oh, man. All right, well, we have a lot of rainforest. At least it'll give us bonus production. Done. Here's our capital, you guys. What do we go for first? Well, probably animal husbandry for the truffles, actually. Okay, it's going to be fine. We do start with a builder. Now, normally I'd be quite keen on getting a scout. With Archipelago, I'm usually less eager to do that because we can't scout as much. That being said, our units do start with the ability to embark and cross oceans and move fast. An early scout wouldn't be terrible, although what I'm wondering about is a warrior. I can't tell, like, this looks like the water curls here, but there could be more island over here, which means there could be barbarians that spawn. In which case, we might be interested in having a warrior hanging out over here. We could start with a settler right away, which also wouldn't be too bad, but we sort of need a bit more vision for that. I could go straight into a ship, especially if I wanted to generate Aeroscore, which isn't the end of the world. I'm actually wondering if we do generate one scout. Actually, I don't think there's any advantage between a scout and a warrior here. The scout moves faster on land, but we don't really need that, and the embark speed will be the same. Okay, I'll do a warrior, and we'll probably put some people on some auto-explore here to find us some more islands to settle. Archipelago Mega is fun. We're going to go here. We'll improve the fishing boats. You can see it gave us a little culture boost there. We've got a population of 2. We're working the fish. That is a lot of food. Decent production, decent money. We might want to buy these tiles before the city-state expands to it. I don't think they'll expand until someone sends an envoy there, so it's not too bad. And these tiles aren't the worst at 2-2. I guess when we go and build a pasture on the truffles here, we're going to lose 1 production from this tile and gain a gold and then gain the luxury. I mean, we're going to do it anyway. We just might delay it weirdly. I don't know. That probably doesn't make any sense. There we go. We'll probably settle over there. Half-decent campus spot over there. And then one of the other things with the rainforest is the rainforests are good for adjacency bonuses, of course. If we put down a campus here, we'd get +1 adjacency for the mountain and +1 because it's adjacent to 2 rainforest tiles. It would eat that rainforest, but, I mean, what are you going to do, right? We'll go and sit you over here.
If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want to go where they went. That is best.
Civic change. We don't need survey. We don't have any recon units. We'll build discipline in case we do run into some barbarians. We want God King because we want a pantheon as early as possible. Although, because we're settling so late compared to the AI, we really aren't going to get our pick of the pantheons. We probably won't be able to get God of the Sea, which is very tragic. Wait, do we build camps here? We do build camps on this. Temple of Artemis. Well, I mean, we're even further behind on the early wonder production than we normally are on Deity. And Deity is very hard to get early wonders. And would destroy another tile improvement by putting it down. So I don't think it's going to be rushed. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a religion. So working towards the holy site is probably a little bit unlikely. I think what we'll do is we'll go pottery, because pottery leads to writing. We've already got the boost to foreign trade, so I guess we'll start working on that. Stone might be a little harder to come by. It actually might be possible, weirdly enough, for us to go ahead and build a Stonehenge over here. Although, I don't know. Yeah, go for the camp. And yeah, it does bring down the production a bit. It didn't shave a turn off the warrior, although it means less overlap. But it gives us more money, and I don't know. Hooks up the improvement now. Sure. At least, building camps doesn't remove the rainforest. Or the woods. Which is actually really handy for our abilities. Okay. Now, depending on how it goes, like, we might actually generate ludicrous amounts of tourism with our unique ability. Which would be kind of cool. But I was also thinking maybe domination game, because naval-based combat tends to work pretty well for the humans. Alright, I'll improve it. Yeah, because it'll give us the boost towards craftsmanship, and that's going to be okay. There's a little bit more to this island. There might actually be room for another city. I mean, technically there is. Whether there is in practice, we will see. I will start on the settler right away. We've got some settlement spots, and hopefully they don't get filled up with barbarians. This is also quite tempting here. What I'm going to do is I'll probably park you over here to keep an eye on this island and make sure no barbarians spawn. Although, hold on. No. Let's go north instead. See what's up over here.
No man ever wetted clay and then left it. As if there would be bricks by chance and fortune.
Don't think we're going to be building the Great Baths. We've already met... Wait. Oh, we must have gotten the boost to writing from over here. because we haven't met a civilization, but being able to unlock writing early is nice. I guess we'll keep booping around. Oh, now we've met someone. Hello, Musa. Very, very rich man. I like you. You seem very cheery. There we go. Sample your hospitality. That's fine. All right, there's your capital over there. Groovy.
The natural history of this
Galapagos Islands
is very remarkable.
Bonus signs to adjacent
it seems
tiles.
To be a little world within itself.
Now this is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh, for some reason I thought there's geothermal over here in the animation because it didn't have the symbol. Because the geothermal would be great adjacency bonus for campus as well. Okay, well we're definitely going to want another city over here. Although even our capital will take advantage a little bit of the yield icons over here. Interesting.
That's the positive aspect of trade.
Foreign trade, so we've got the ability to build a trader, although not yet. We're going to keep running God King. And I guess we'll switch over to maritime industries with the interest of popping out some boats a little faster. That would be nice. We'll research craftsmanship because we do have the boost to it, and it does unlock Ilcum, which is nice high value. We're going to look back around here. We'd be very interested in settling over here. We've got natural features. We've got a lake if we want to settle next to it for a freshwater bonus. Very tempting indeed. Loop around this way because it's a little faster. Yeah, we definitely would love to settle up over here. Now, Hattusa, how eager are we to buy some tiles to stop you from claiming them? Somewhat is the answer. Okay, I'm going to have you stick around over here because I'm going to want you to make sure there's no barbarians that spawn. I don't know exactly where we'll settle yet. We shall see. See, we naturally grow this way. Hattusa probably would as well. I'm going to spend money fairly aggressively here to make sure we don't lose tiles to the city-state. Now, we could consider just conquering the city-state. I'll get you to actually land for now. And just chill over here. Probably get you to move into the forest just to make sure we have full vision here. Oh, or someone else will. That's fine too. I'll probably pop you back in the sea so you can start moving faster. 5 turns to the settler.
Writing is easy.
There's our writing tech. What next? You know, we're very unlikely to kill something with Slinger. We might want to just research it directly. Although, there's some stone over here and here. We're going to want to work. Let's get the mining going on. We'll appreciate having that. And then you are just going to scoot a boot. Yeah, great city locations over here. I'm still going to grab this one because it's close. We'll be able to settle faster. All right. Yeah, you just chill here for now until we get settled.
Skill without imagination is craftsmanship.
Yeah, we're not making any changes right yet. And what we want to do is we want to work our way towards political philosophy as quickly as possible. Get those good governments unlocked. All right, here comes our settler. Ooh, next turn. Oh, shoot. Run away. There's more land over here. Barbarian ships are really annoying. I've lost so many units because you can sometimes get yourself just sort of checkmated because you've moved somewhere, you've revealed the ship, but because of difficult terrain and various things like that, you can't get your unit to safety before dying. It is actually tempting to go with this trader right away, and I think we will actually do that. We get our internal trade route going on. I'm also tempted to purchase another tile over here. Again, to sort of make sure the city-state doesn't do wonky things on us. We may not need to worry about it. Like, it may be money we didn't actually have to spend, but the problem is, it could also... terrible, annoying things could happen. If someone starts, discovers them, sends envoys to Hattusa, and then the borders will grow, and then we've, lost a bunch of tiles. And the only way to get it back is to bop them. And it would be nice if we didn't have to. And at this point, if we've got them nicely boxed in, we really don't have to. So, in terms of where we might want to settle, I'm not sure that it makes a terrible amount of difference. I guess here would be better because we would leave the forest. And it reaches the turtles over here. which may not matter because we might settle over there. I guess one of the things if we settle here, there's more overlap here, but it means it's more likely for us to be able to place a city over there. I think I'll go for the far one. It's going to be okay. You're going to keep running around over here. We might just end up putting you on auto explore. We shall see.
When you find yourself in a hole,
mining is done.
Digging.
We're not going to be chopping down woods, but we are going to be working the stone. We've got the boost to astrology. I doubt we'll be able to form a religion, although there is stone, so it's, again, Stonehenge is a bit of a possibility. There's a free Great Prophet, but if the Great Prophets are gone, we still can't do it. So we can't earn yet, cannot recruit over here. I mean, there's still Great Prophets now. We can keep an eye on the, what am I thinking of? Religion screen. I mean, no one's founded one yet. It's possible. Oh, hello, Inca. Nice to meet you. Yeah, we'll exchange information on our capitals. Okay, so you're way up there. So this land here could be contested. Let's do this. One of the nice things about this is it will also give us control over this area here. We could consider building a canal here, but there's not much point. It wouldn't save us much time. I think what we're going to want to do... Ooh, we could start on the campus immediately. We lose this. So, I mean, for one science, we actually might be tempted in leaving the woods and just building it somewhere random. Still, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get a monument first. Get more border control over here for free, which will be good. Yeah. Or we start with another builder right away. Which would be better if we were running Ilkham. Which we'll do as soon as we get our Pantheon. So yeah, we'll just do this for now. It's going to be okay. Plus, you know, culture return's pretty valuable too. I tend to undervalue it compared to science, but this is going to be fine. I guess, you know, we've got open borders here, so we'll take an opportunity to take a little bit of a look at what he's got. You want truffles for turtles, and you'll give me some money. I mean, we'll have turtles soon, but yeah, this is fine. Oh, someone has built Stonehenge. Not really surprised. I'm still okay with researching that because we got the boost. We are going to build a quarry soon, and we will like walls up here. Although we're not... I guess we could get sneak attack. We're not playing Canada. Hello, Canal City possibility right there. Although we can't because this guy's too close. Never mind. Do I want to bring you home? Not necessarily, but I would like to know what's over here. So let's do that. Oh, I can wake you up. And let's go and send you here too. Keep another eye on things. Okay, we got the trade unit, which is good. We do need more builders. I'm thinking, though, I'm just going to get another settler right now. Any chance I can buy a builder? No, 215. And do we feel the need to purchase tiles? Either versus Hattusa or guaranteeing some land over here? No, not yet. We're okay. So we've got trade missions. I guess I'm going to run them because I may as well. Brussels, the route is shorter. There's still a minimum time for it to run. But yeah, I'll send a trade mission to Brussels. We'll get an envoy there, which will increase its borders, but not in a way that's going to cause us problems, I think. There you go. See? Border increase. That's fine. So that's Stonehenge. City quest completed. Tech boost currency. We get a little bit bonus production in our capital from being friendly there. We're going to go and switch out of this temporarily, and we'll start partly researching state workforce instead. Okay, this is fine. No settlers coming here, which is nice to see. I know I've got all my words in the same area, but that's alright. We are free from every want and can devote our time to the will of God. Okay. Sure, whatever that means. Oh, you did settle a city here. And I'll re-embark to the sea over here. Okay, so again, do I want to... Can I steal any tiles from you? Not really. I mean, I'm going to want to have control over this, but I don't feel that you're going to, like, rush by those tiles. Although, what's nice is the soonest we get turtles, well, I guess the timing doesn't matter, but when we get turtles and we improve it, then we'll claim the rest of the tiles. So with that in mind, I will actually go and rush to the turtles, both to make sure that we don't lose it no matter what, but also then, you know, it'll give us more wonders to work, or more tiles to work and things, and that's going to be swell. Maybe a little crazy to spend all the money on the tiles here, but I think it's going to work out. Okay, there we go. We got a boost towards early empire. Nice. Because our civilization's grown enough. So we'll go ahead and just finish that now. Do it that way. We could switch out of masonry. Oh, and we've got, okay, we've got our pantheon. God of the Sea, +1 production from fishing boats. Well, I mean, there's no reason not to do that, right? It's just amazing. Found this pantheon. So we've got +1 food and +1 production now from our fishing boats. Really, 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 really good. Let's put you on auto explore. And auto explore. Groovy. Okay. Alright, I'm very pleased with this. And with that positive note, I guess this is a good time for us to put a bit of a cut. We've got 2 cities. We're eager to get a 3rd one over there. Although, I'm still partially wondering if I should actually park... You know what, rather than being on auto explore, I'm going to tell you to come over here. We're going to keep an eye on things. He could conceivably attack us across the sea here. You know what? Let's go and park a warrior inside of here. And yeah, you just go over here to make sure no barbarians spawn, because I'm going to probably drop a settlement over there. Or we could go aggressively and settle way over here, which would also be nice. And then we can backfill this. Maybe we do that. We will see. Thanks for watching, and we'll continue this next time. Bye-bye, folks.